And we are back to What Did AI Say? Thank you so very much for coming back and giving me about, I don't know, maybe 13 minutes of your time today. We can be found on YouTube at VickyL-4AI. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into today's question. And keeping with current events, I thought that this would be an interesting one to ask. So here we go. We're going to start with Chatgpt. And remember, please like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you interesting questions from that AI answered. Okay, here we go. What famous people were on Epstein's list of partiers on his island? What famous people were on Epstein's list of partiers on his island? Okay, here we go. Jeffrey Epstein's private island, Little St. James in the U.S. Virgin Islands, became infamous as a site of alleged sexual abuse, trafficking, and high-profile social gatherings. After Epstein's arrest and subsequent death in 2019, significant public interest focused on who visited his island and his properties. Important clarification. Being on a flight log or visiting one of Epstein's properties does not mean someone participated in or was aware of criminal activity. Many public figures have denied any wrongdoing and said their associations were business related or incidental. That sounds a lot like Diddy. Okay, here we go. The official list of visitors is not a formal list of partiers, but rather flight logs, contact list, and testimony that have been made public in court proceedings or leaked. Known names frequently mentioned. These names have appeared in flight logs, testimonies, or Epstein's contact books. Presence in these records does not imply guilt. Public figures and celebrities who have been linked through flight logs, public records, or news reports. Number 1, Bill Clinton flew multiple times on Epstein's private jet, denies visiting the island or knowing about crimes. Number 2, Prince Andrew, Duke of York, accused in a civil suit of sexual abuse by Virginia Giuffre, which he settled out of court without admitting guilt. Number 3, Donald Trump knew Epstein socially. There are photos and quotes showing they interacted in the 1990s through the 2000s. Trump has denied any involvement in criminal activity. Number 4, Alan Dershowitz, Harvard law professor, accused by Virginia Giuffre, which he denied and countersued. Both parties dropped lawsuits in 2022. Number 5, Lex Wexner, former CEO of L Brands, which is Victoria's Secret, had a close financial relationship with Epstein but denies knowledge of his crimes. Number 6, Naomi Campbell, appeared in photos with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, denies any wrongdoing. Number 7, Chris Tucker, appeared on flight logs, denies knowledge of or involvement in misconduct. Number 8, Kevin Spacey traveled with Epstein on at least one trip, has faced unrelated sexual misconduct allegations. And then the last one, number 9, is Ehud Barak. I think I said that properly. Former Israeli Prime Minister, admitted to visiting properties but denied wrongdoing. Key legal sources where this information is being pulled. Flight logs, list of passengers on Epstein's private jet released as part of court documents. Black Book. Epstein's contact book, leaked in 2015, contained names and contact info of many public figures. Its inclusion does not imply wrongdoing. Court testimony. Some names have emerged from depositions, including from survivors like Virginia Giuffre, and I guess she was the only one. Okay, and in summary, Many prominent people were socially or professionally connected to Epstein. Some have acknowledged travel or meetings, others deny any connection. Only a small number have been formally accused or implicated in wrongdoing, and legal outcomes have varied. Okay, so that was Chatgpt, and Donald Trump is mentioned there. So let's go ahead and check out Deepseek. Just a reminder of the question: what famous people were on Epstein's list of partiers on his island? Here we go. Based on the reviewed search results, the following individuals have been publicly named in connection with visits to Jeffrey Epstein's private island, Little St. James. Presence on this list does not imply involvement in illegal activities, as many individuals have denied wrongdoing or stated their visits were unrelated to Epstein's crimes. The names are compiled from flight logs, court documents, victim testimonies, and other public sources. Key figures confirmed or alleged to have visited the island. 1. Prince Andrew, Duke of York. Former staff reported multiple visits. Accused by Virginia Giuffre of sexual abuse during an orgy on the island, which he denies. Number 2, Bill Clinton. Allegedly seen on the island by Virginia Giuffre. Flight logs do not confirm travel to the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Clinton denies visiting. Number 3, David Copperfield. Proposed to Claudia Schiffer on the island in 1993, attended a dinner at Epstein's home where he allegedly asked about girls getting paid to find other girls. Number 4, Stephen Hawking. Attended a scientific conference on the island in 2006. An email from Epstein referenced Hawking in the context of disproving an alleged underage orgy. I think that should have been disapproving. I think that should have been disapproving an alleged underage orgy. Jean-Luc Brunel, a deceased modeling agent, frequent visitor accused of procuring girls for Epstein. Jess Staley, former Barclays CEO, visited the island in 2015. Lex Wexner, the Victoria's Secret. Epstein's primary financial benefactor, visited at least once, and Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's accomplice, lived on the island and facilitated activities. Yeah, but we still want to free her. Okay, individuals named in court documents or flight logs. No island visit confirmed. Okay, number 1 on this list, Donald Trump, listed in Epstein's contacts, but no evidence of island visits. Number 2, Kevin Spacey, identified as a passenger on Epstein's jet, which frequently traveled to the island. Number 3, Naomi Campbell, name appeared in Epstein's address book, alleged association. Alan Dershowitz, named in court documents, denies wrongdoing. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Blanchett, Cameron Diaz, mentioned in unsealed depositions, no allegations of misconduct. Important context and disclaimers. No client list exists. The DOJ/FBI memo states no incriminating client list was found, and Epstein did not blackmail prominent individuals. Grand jury transcripts withheld. A federal judge denied releasing grand jury materials, noting they reveal no names beyond Epstein and Maxwell in criminal acts. Conviction scope. Maxwell was convicted for grooming minors for Epstein, not for facilitating abuse by third parties. Misinformation alert. Viral claims, and they have an example, Corey Feldman's expose, are unsubstantiated. So there you have it. That is what Chatgpt and Deepseek had to say about Epstein and his parties on his island. So how does any of this affect our daily lives? Well, first of all, I don't know where we messed up here, but having sex with minors is wrong. I just feel like I need to say that because I'm sorry, it's wrong. And regardless of whether people claim to know that individuals are minors, come on. That to me, that's just pure bull crap. Because you can tell a minor. You can tell a minor. If it's not, most of the time it's just through simple conversation. But even if you don't pick up, if you're not quick enough to pick it up then, mannerisms, you can tell by how someone moves, how they walk. I can almost definitely give an age of someone just by watching them. And it's like this is just getting to be to a point of ridiculousness. But you know what? We have to step back for a second and say to ourselves, how many states still allow underage marriage with the consent of a parent? Last time I checked, it was about between 43 and 45. So it seems to me very interesting that we want to protect minors, but our own state laws don't do that. So I just have a lot of issue with, what's going on with this. Because like I said, we have laws in our states that do not protect the marriage of minor children. And that's just crazy. Okay, let's move on. I have an interesting quote today. I'm not going to call it a positive one, but it did hit me like a ton of bricks because I found it very interesting. So I don't know. You hear it and you determine for yourself what you think. So, and I don't know who said it, but the saying goes like this. If betrayal was forgivable, then the devil himself would still be sitting next to God. Loyalty is non-negotiable. I'm going to repeat that. If betrayal was forgivable, then the devil himself would still be sitting next to God. Loyalty is non-negotiable. Thank you. Peace.